Hi everybody. I'm going to talk briefly, now that we talked about how to fill a vessel, I'm going to talk briefly about how to empty it. It's super simple. It gets a little more complicated the larger volume you have, but the procedure is essentially the same. Take something, I like stuff like this. It can be two horizontal pieces of steel like so over a bowl or some other type of catch basin. Put it in the oven. Put the setup in the oven. This is just like a vegetable strainer. It has a magnet on it, Tom. One of your magnets. And take your filled piece. We just filled this one in the last video, and it's still hot, so I'm not going to use it as my example. But here's one that's filled. Take your piece, put it upside down. They can just, like I said, it can have two horizontal little pieces of steel or something, just something to hold it upside down over a pot. Put the lid on your roasting pan and turn on the heat. Walk away, go do something else for a while. Check on it periodically, and it'll just drain out on its own. The other thing that you can do is have the same setup and use a heat gun, which can take longer. There's a lot of little tricks and stuff for different shapes. One note is, if you have a form that is closed, that is necked in like a pear shape, like this, and you have a massive pitch down here and a skinny neck to something, make sure that you heat it from the opening down very slowly. Otherwise, it'll create like a bomb, because the massive pitch in the bulb part that's trapped by the skinny neck will get hot. It'll put off gases, it expands, and if the neck starts to get a little loose and hot, it can just shoot out the top, and you can become injured. So if you are heating something with a closed neck, be very, very careful. This is really the best way to do that, because everything gets hot and starts melting and draining at once. The residue, you can either burn it off if you need to anneal, or you can put a little solvent in it, wipe it with some paper towels. I like to hit open vessels like this one. After I drain the pitch, I like to hit them with the heat gun and take a paper towel and wipe out the residue, and you'll get 99% of it out, and then the last little bit that's left, you can wipe it out with some acetone, or if you have to anneal your piece, you can then anneal it. It's pretty simple. Just when you're thinking about the shape and whether it's closed form or not, just be very careful. This is really the safest way to do it, but you can use a heat gun or a very, very soft torch. If you have any questions, you can always email me, silversmith@nishampkin.com. It's better to ask than to get hurt. And that's pretty much it. Again, Lori Kearns Apron, the Adventurous Silversmith. Thanks for watching.